song is capoed on the 3rd fret, and as I demonstrate these chords to you, I'm going to be pretending that this is the nut, and I'm going to be referring to where we're fretting as happening on the 2nd fret or 3rd frets, respectively, in the way that these chord shapes would be landing on the fretboard if we didn't have a capo on it at all, even though technically we're looking at the 5th frets and 6th frets. Listening to the album version of this song, it sounds like Ryan Adams is playing on a 12-string guitar, and I know that a lot of us don't have 12-string guitars to be playing on, or at least I don't have a 12-string guitar, maybe everyone else does, and I'm the only one wanting. But we won't be able to get all of the exact same sounds that Ryan Adams gets because we're going 6 strings versus his 12, but we're going to be able to get most of the same sounds that Ryan Adams gets on that album version, the way that he plays it. The first 3 chord movements of this song are happening in versions of E minors, G's, and A's. The way that you make the first one, your 6th string will be open. Your 5th string, you're going to fret with your pointer finger on the 2nd fret. The 4th string, you're going to fret on the 4th fret, either with your ring or your pinky finger. I'm not sure which Ryan Adams uses. Either one would be fine, though, whichever is most comfortable for you. And you'll also let the 3rd string, your open G string, ring there as well. And that's your first chord, plucking it or picking it straight down. Your 2nd chord is going to be a G chord where you take your 2nd finger and you drop it to the 6th string 3rd fret. Leave your pointer planted where it was on the 5th 2nd and drop down your 2nd finger on the 6th 3rd. And you can pick everything else up. You're going for this chord to be focused on the 6th, 5th, and 4th strings. Your 4th string will be open. In this chord, whenever you listen to an acoustic version of him playing, he tends to have a hammer-off that happens, not a hammer-off, a pull-off that happens with his pointer finger, where after he kind of strums through the chord, he will hit the 5th string and pull off his pointer finger, revealing that open 5th string. And then after the pull-off, he immediately strikes the 6th string again and slides up to the A, keeping his pointer finger planted back down into that 3rd position again, where you've got a root of a note and a 3rd. So you are on the, we're calling it the 5th fret and the 4th frets, respectively. And you're going to fret the 6th string, 5th fret, the 5th string, 4th fret, and then the 4th string will be left open again. And those are the 3 that you're wanting to concentrate on in this chord. He'll slide up and hit usually the open 4th next, and then just kind of intermingle between those 3 notes, and you can feel the rhythm as you listen to it. Alright, so that's what it does for the first 3 movements of the song. In the pre-chorus of this song, you've got 2 chords that move, a C and a D. Now, with the C chord, Ryan Adams has a lot of different habits for how he plays these C chords, and I suspect that at any given moment he may be choosing to make a variety of different C formations, but they're generally all pretty standard in their shape. Sometimes he may make a C chord that has the 6th string 3rd fret fretted along with the 5th string 3rd fret, giving it a bit more of a full sound. Maybe he's got his ring finger on the 5th string 3rd fret and just is not fretting or strumming the lowest 6th. Maybe he has got the 6th and 5th fretted but is not using his middle finger at all and has that 4th string just open. So there are varying ways that he does this. And a lot of times it's a lot of kind of variation on hammer-ons and pull-offs that are going on with your 2nd finger on the 4th string over the 2nd fret in the C chord. So that's the first chord. The 2nd chord, you move this formation up 2 frets and you get the D sound. If you listen to an acoustic version of this song, you'll hear sometimes that he will, with his pinky finger, hammer on to the 4th string 5th fret on the same string that your 2nd finger should be on pulling it from a 4th fret to the 5th fret. So that's the pre-chorus. For the chorus, you've got a couple of different things happening. You've got strumming that occurs and then individual picking that occurs as well, where you have to single out certain strings in a walk down that happens on a C. But here's the first chord. It's going to be an E minor chord, and the way that I hear it being played, I don't know that this is exactly right all the time, but the way that I hear it being played is that you've got your 6th string completely open, you've got your 5th string fretted on the 2nd fret, probably with your pointer finger, and then everything else is open with exception to your 2nd string 3rd fret. That's how I hear it being played. There could be variations on that, but that's the E minor chord that I hear. So he hits the E minor and then stamps down onto a G. So on this G chord, you're only there for a second. It's kind of a pickup note. And then it transitions to a C. Now on this C, you're going to fret with your ring finger on the 5th string 3rd fret. You're not going to fret anything on the 4th string. You're going to leave it open, and then you're going to fret with your 1st finger up here on the B string 1st fret. And there's a walk down where you're going to pick 5th, 4th, and 3rd. That's your walk down to the B note, the 5th string 2nd fret, and then move your 2nd finger to the 4th string 2nd fret to make this A minor 7th here. See, I can't even get it right. So in that A minor, whenever you get to this A minor, I imagine that there are hammer-ons and pull-offs that are happening over the B string or the 3rd string. Play around with that all that you want to. And then coming out of the chorus, he hits back into the C and holds on the C. 1, 2, 3. So there's another kind of pickup note that happens going back into the E minor after this C. I think it holds for 2 counts of 4, so like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So on the 2nd 4 is where you walk down on the 6th string, moving from the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret, and then open. And you got to be ready to go back into that E minor 9th or whatever chord that is there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last part of the song is the bridge. You're going to be playing an F chord, a C chord, a G chord, and an A minor 7th chord. In playing the F, the way that I play it, and the way I think I've seen Ryan Adams play it this way, I don't know, but I like to play it this way because it gives a fuller sound. I'll actually bar the 6th string 1st fret with my thumb by wrapping around the top, and that's kind of a difficult reach to make. You can see how my thumb is turning red from the pressure there, but it's a good thing to learn how to do if you're interested in making, you know, fuller sounding chords. So I fret the 6th string on the 1st fret with my thumb, wrapping around right there, and then I've got my ring finger on the 5th string 3rd fret, and my pinky finger on the 4th string 3rd fret. your third string, the G string, stays open, and I'm pretty sure that I hear Ryan Adams leaving that note open instead of fretting it with your second finger the way that a typical F chord would be fretted. You leave that note open, and then you're fretting on the second string, first fret, with your first finger, and that's the first chord. The second chord, it moves into a C, kind of typical sounding C, and then out of that C into a G. And the way that I make this G is that I fret the lowest sixth with my ring finger. I pull my pinky finger back to the first string third fret, so that coming out of this G chord right here, it's going to be easier to go to the A minor sixth that is played, where you would just take these two fingers and lay them down right there, the way that you would make a kind of a G suspended chord, G over C. There's an A minor chord that is after the G that's there for just a second, where you will actually pick up your ring finger and hit this A minor chord right there with open fifth, fretted fourth on the second fret with your second finger, open third, fretted second with your first finger on the first fret, and I'm pretty sure that I hear this G right here in there, the first string third fret that I'm fretting with my pinky. So here's the way that the bridge sounds. Notice how that A minor comes at the end of that measure. The G isn't being held for the end of the measure, and your A minor is not being held for a full count like the rest of these chords either. You're kind of splitting a 3 and 1, I feel like. So like 3 counts are going to the G, and the last is going for the A minor. I think. I haven't counted it, but you can hear it and hear that transition. And those are your chord changes for this song.